Opening comments about today's game?
Sure. Man, I'm just really proud of these guys. We've worked, like every team, right? But we've worked since August to get to this spot, and to continue playing. And we're 2 wins away from having a chance to go to the World Series and carry. And I think these guys just they've worked their tails off from, like I said, August till this day, and I'm just proud of them. I'm happy that they get to enjoy these wins. It was a tough bracket, with Carson Newman and Belmont Abbey and North Georgia. And those are some great teams, and we played some really good baseball. And I always call it, these guys joke and laugh about it, but we play power baseball, and I think we hit 5 home runs today, and I think we struck out 13, and that's what we like to do. And sometimes we'll get the runs with a couple singles and a double and some walks, but today we were able to do it with the long ball, and our offense was really good. And then Drew was outstanding today, and Caden Laird and Gavin Marley to polish it off. We played really good baseball this weekend, and hopefully we can continue that as we move forward in the postseason.
Harlow, you're normally the game 1 pitcher. Kind of moved you to game 3 this time. Talk about your mindset. Stays the same, kind of change a bit, or about that going into today's game?
Mindset, it's pretty much stayed the same. My mindset in a game, any game I approach, is just pound the zone and compete the best way I can, and give our offense any chance they can. Each and every day they go out there with me on the mound. The day makes no difference. I'll continue to compete whenever my name's called, and I know the guys that go before me will compete and do their best, and it'll get us to where we are today.
Mac, 2 home runs today. Haven't hit a home run since that UVA Wise game. Kind of what were you seeing out there? How good did it feel when that first one went over the fence?
Honestly, I don't even know. I didn't really feel it. It just kind of happened. Just living in the moment. But I think the biggest thing is the past couple of weeks, my coach has been helping me get back to kind of that stride I was at before the playoffs started. And that was the biggest thing for me, being able to go out, get some extra work in, and be able to come back and just show that I've got it still. My coaches, teammates have had my back the whole time, kept pushing me, kept me up the whole time, told me to keep my head up, the next at bat's bigger. And finally today it happened. Just felt good to get back on track.
Coach, talk about this team. You have a team of a bunch of guys that have never played with each other before. I mean, these 2 guys both came from separate institutions on a JUCO. How are they able to gel so quickly this year to turn into this team?
We talk about culture all the time, and I think culture is such a buzzword in college sports, but it's how you do it, how you approach it. I think for us as a coaching staff, it's creating an environment each day that we can really thrive in and get to know each other and get to know one another, learn to compete with one another, learn to love one another, And these guys have been together for only 8 or 9 months, but these guys are best friends, they're family now, and they'll fight day in, day out for one another just to because we all have one common goal, and I think that's the biggest thing was we like to win baseball games, and we like to be together, and we know the more we win, the more we're going to be together. And some of these guys are playing their last games of baseball ever. Some of these guys are going to have an opportunity to go on and play pro ball, but I'll promise you this, that it's going to be the last time that this group is going to be around each other, So we cherish each day that we're together, and it's really gelled into a family, and that's what we try to do here. And I think that it's no coincidence why we've had some success. It's because these guys love each other and play really hard for each other.
And looking ahead, familiar opponent Catawba. Talk about that matchup and how you guys get ready for that.
I mean, Catawba, man, they're a great club. But we love to compete against them. They're coached really well. Coach Gant does an outstanding job of them. They have some really good players. The good news for us is we've seen quite a bit now. This is going to be, going on our fifth and sixth games with Catawba. And, we're gonna hit the books hard, man. Starting tomorrow, we're gonna start scouting their pitchers again and their hitters and figuring out how to get those guys out and how to attack their pitchers and the plan of attack. And we're gonna be ready to roll. And it's gonna be a great competitive series. I always look forward to playing those guys because it's going to be some great baseball games, and we know we got 2 wins to get to carry, and we're going to do everything we can. We're going to fight and claw, do whatever just to ensure we give it all and leave it out on the field. And best team will come out on top. And right now I really like the way we're playing, and we're gonna have a great weekend this coming weekend.